Technological advances in education now allow us to extend the classroom beyond normal lessons. I would now like to demonstrate how the classroom can be carried well beyond the lesson or even the school. To do this, I will focus on one student and how we have developed the virtual digital classroom. Our student has been selected by a Premiership football team. We need to ensure that he achieves his academic potential 1 year early, irrespective of the extensive time away from school on club and international duty commitments. We have met and agreed with all stakeholders that our student is to be academically accelerated by 1 academic year. He must achieve his potential whilst meeting the commitments which take him away from his classroom, his teachers and his peers. We must ensure that he is not disadvantaged compared to his peers. At the beginning of this development, there were 2 MIEs in our Microsoft Showcase School. We have been successfully developing the Microsoft platform across our whole curriculum. We understand that it is only through full integration of the Microsoft Surface, Office 365, Office Lens, effective use of mobile phone, and the full power of OneNote Classroom Notebook that our student will be able to transport his classroom and all its resources with him, where he is anywhere in the world, when he is away from our school, his classroom, his lessons, his teachers, and his peers. Developing the virtual digital classroom and embedding its main aspects in practice for all teachers who are delivering a GCSE course to our students' class is a key principle of allowing all students to be able to carry their classroom, encouraging active learning, developing knowledge inquiry, independent learning, effective communication, and peer and student-teacher collaboration to support learning of our absent students. We have found the Microsoft Surface to be the most complete solution on which to base our project. The versatility, Surface Pen, touch capability, the battery life for flights, lightweight, ultra portable, it provides the ultimate Windows experience. In order to look beyond our school to assess the impact of the Surface Pro on education, we turn to the Forrester Research. Forrester Research is one of the most influential research and advisory firms in the world. Their report into the impact of Surface Pro in education includes observations from respondents who state that their students are now engaged. One respondent said, "I find the Surface to be the most versatile device ever. And we don't have to worry about losing a worksheet or missing a notebook. It's all online. And the students carry the computer with them everywhere." Forrester Consulting concluded that when schools give everyone a Microsoft Surface Pro device, powerful things start to happen. One invaluable facility offered by the Microsoft Surface is the capacity for digital inking. We have found that it is a vital aspect of the virtual digital classroom. The International Digital Cooperation Report, sponsored by Microsoft, conducted a study with teachers specifically looking at how they are using digital inking devices. Teacher comments included, "Without digital ink, We would use the computers as a typewriter or for research, but we would never use them for maths, science or art. 68% of teachers said that using a touch-based device with stylus increases the quality of communications with students. 80% of educators said inking saved time when preparing and administering assessments. One teacher said, "I used to take big stacks of paper home and do correcting. Now I just need a computer and I can grade the work even whilst working." Furthermore, the IDC reported that 88% of educators said that digital inking allows them to increase the quality of the instruction to the entire class. 93% said it allows them to improve the quality of preparing materials and curriculum for instructions and activities. One key finding of the IDC report, which supports our development, is that it allows teachers to connect with students even if not during class. And digital inking provides a medium for tailored interaction to fit the student's needs. I would now like to look at the implementation of the virtual digital classroom within my school, the Christian Brothers Grammar School. We are a Microsoft Showcase school and work with Microsoft Ireland. Through our website, information is made available to all students, their parents, teachers and school management. Office 365 download and installation instructions are contained, and Microsoft OneNote features are explained, as is Office Lens. We have developed our eLearning OneNote workbook, which provides targeted training to all our staff on all aspects of Office 365. OneNote Classroom Notebook and its many features: Office Lens, digital classroom development, digital inking, video and audio screen recording. In essence, everything that's required to successfully flip your classroom and create the effective digital classroom. In the following slides, I'd like to look at the work that's been done by our teachers and by our student and his classmates. With OneNote Classroom Notebook, our teachers organise their schemes and course content. They develop and provide interactivity in their lessons, and they provide real-time collaboration with their students and between their students. With the student timetable drafted and all teachers using Microsoft Surface Pro 4, all teachers are trained in the use of OneNote Classroom Notebook. All students in timetable classes are introduced to OneNote. Departments have developed schemes, lessons and resources to be delivered in the digital classroom. Assessment for learning strategies are developed to evaluate student progress. Student training in the use of OneNote, OneDrive, Office Lens and 365 is made available. E-books are made available to students. Collaborative methodology is embedded in our e-learning practice. Success of the virtual digital classroom is based on effective, no-compromise approach to our assessment for learning strategies. Collaboration is essential. Collaborative work improves standards as students create content within teacher templates and engage with peer comments. There is a 90% retention of what is taught. Peer marking, collaboratively applying mark schemes and engendering focused discussions. Assessment for learning is about enabling students. In this example, the teacher understands where the student is in his learning. Live feedback and early support are clearly evident in both the teacher and the student input. Peer input is also evident in this example. Through our experience, we have found that peer assessment develops a deeper understanding of the assessment criteria. It provides timely feedback on submitted work. It ensures a much deeper understanding of the subject content. It clarifies strengths and highlights areas for development. We have found that Connor and his peers have much more clarity in their own progress. They often ask, where am I now? How did I achieve what I have achieved? But where do I go from here? What do I do next? Targeted remediation is planned and individualized when based on realistic self-evaluation. When our student is not in his classroom, live documents link him and his work to his teachers and his peers. Live documents reflect class questioning and develop understanding through activity-based lessons. In order to fully develop the virtual digital classroom, we have had to revisit traditional classroom practices and produce a revised methodology, ensuring that students engage in knowledge building, to become more self-directed, and to assume greater autonomy and responsibility over their own learning. We have found that effective collaboration helps students take responsibility for their academic outcomes, leading to development of independent learning skills. This mathematical example shows the importance of inking in mathematics to communicate effectively between students and teachers and peers. In this example of communication, the teacher has set questions, how the student has responded, and using digital inking to reflect on the student's responses by providing fast and targeted formative feedback. Selecting text which is handwritten by the teacher or student is easily converted into typed text or mathematical text. Our student and his peers have included the Maths Formula Solving Windows 10 app, which provides step solutions and guidance to mathematical problems. Our student uses Office Lens to convert images to PDF, Word or PowerPoint files. Most importantly for him, he can save images to OneNote and OneDrive. Office Lens is like the student having a scanner in his pocket. It digitizes notes from books and magazines, newspaper research, but most importantly, it digitizes handwritten essays, examination papers, and science logbooks. This allows the student to complete work in a written format, which ensures that his spelling, punctuation, and grammar can be effectively assessed. Office Lens ensures that the student will never again lose important handwritten exercises. The active experiences that happen within the classroom and the skills that are developed are important for academic success at GCSE. These can be recorded and uploaded for revision, reflection, and assessment. In this example, a student builds an electronic circuit. He photographs it on his mobile phone using Office Lens and submits the image with supporting explanation of the circuit operation and an evaluation of the process. Microsoft Forms is also a vital tool in the creation of the virtual digital classroom. We use Microsoft Forms for assessment and evaluation. They check and monitor Connor's progress when he has gaps in his lessons. When a teacher wishes to assess how well a student or a class has understood subject matter, they create a form, which is a type of quiz. The teacher then only needs to determine the most appropriate questioning method for the quiz, be it multiple choice questions, texts or ratings. When the form is complete, a link can be embedded into the student's OneNote workbook for the student to complete as a homework exercise or within the classroom. Our students can then complete the quiz on any platform. This gives the teacher tangible information in real time to help guide the teacher on where the students may need additional resources. Forms can also be exported to Microsoft Excel for a much richer analysis. Typing and digital inking for instruction and formative feedback can miss the tone of the instruction, as we as teachers sometimes tend to minimize written text. The use of audio or video recording greatly enhances the academic review and hence the progression. Use OneNote to record meetings, classes, focus groups, anything that you don't want to forget. Audio and pen syncing is even better. Any notes you type whilst recording are synchronized to the audio. Just go to the note, click on the play icon that appears beside each linked note and listen again to that part of the recording. It is very simple and extremely effective as a tool for assessment in the virtual digital classroom. This example shows where the teacher has embedded an audio recording onto an instruction page in the OneNote so that students have greater clarity when working outside the classroom. In essence, when the students are working in the virtual digital classroom. This further example shows where a teacher has embedded a video recording onto an instruction page in OneNote. Again, students have a much greater clarity when working in the virtual digital classroom. Teachers are able to use any type of content: text, pictures, audio, video, ink, embedded files, printed digital paper. There's no limit to the mediums teachers can use to plan a lesson, as OneNote supports learning and planning across multiple modalities, allowing the teacher to add interactive multimedia dimension and create a more dynamic and effective lesson. This is particularly useful to make sure absent students don't miss important content and yet still feel very much part of the lesson. We believe we have successfully developed a working virtual digital classroom. Our student is making great progress towards achieving his academic potential and towards becoming a professional sportsman, none of which we believe would be possible without the Microsoft Education platform.